आत्मराज की जय। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे। कलये सुन्दराकारं सदैकप्रियदर्शनम् अज्ञाननाशकं देवं सद्गुरुं मुरलीधरं, मुरलीमण्डितकरकमलं मुनिजनमोहनं व्यत्यस्तपादं वनमालाधारिणं प्रेमभक्तमण्डलनित्यकीर्तितं श्रीप्रेमिकवरदम् आश्रयेऽहम्। Radhe Radhe to all the bhaktas and devotees gathered here in this beautiful place. We are all gathered here by Shri Guruji, His Holiness Maharanyam, Shri Shri Muralidhara Swamiji's grace, and Shri Madhuri Saki, Sameta Shri Premikavarda Thakurji's grace. It is indeed a blessed opportunity that I have gotten to present a Harikatha on the topic of Vanabhojanam in front of all the bhaktas united here. Let us transport ourselves and our mind to the beautiful setting of Vrindavan. Let us imagine ourselves surrounded by all the cows and all the trees and the luscious green grass. So let us imagine a conversation between Krishna and Yashoda. Krishna first says, I don't want to go to school. I only want to go to graze cows. He said, you guys are smart without going to school, and you guys were only grazing cows. So he says, Krishna says, I only want to go to graze cows. And this conversation is beautifully captured by Sri Uttakada Venkata Kavi in this beautiful song.
மாடுமேக்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன், மாடுமேக்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன், போக வேண்டும் தாயே தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே, போக வேண்டும் தாயே தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே, கச்சின பாலும் தரேன் கல்கண்டு சீனி தரேன், கச்சின பாலும் தரேன் கல்கண்டு சீனி தரேன், கையிலே வெண்ணெய் தரேன் வெண்ணியிலே போக வேண்டாம், கையிலே வெண்ணெய் தரேன் வெயிலிலே போக வேண்டாம், மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன், மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன், கச்சின பாலும் வேண்டாம் கற்கண்டு சீனி வேண்டாம், கச்சின பாலும் வேண்டாம் கற்கண்டு சீனி வேண்டாம், உல்லாசமாய் மாடு மேய்த்து ஒரு நொடியில் திரும்பிடுவேன், உல்லாசமாய் மாடு மேய்த்து ஒரு நொடியில் திரும்பிடுவேன், போக வேண்டும் தாயே தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே, போக வேண்டும் தாயே தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே, யமுனா நதி கரையில் எப்பொழுதும் கள்வர் பயம், யமுனா நதி கரையில் எப்பொழுதும் கள்வர் பயம், கள்வர் வந்து உன்னை அடித்தால் கலங்கிடுவாய் கண்மணியே, கள்வர் வந்து உன்னை அடித்தால் கலங்கிடுவாய் கண்மணியே, மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன், மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன், கள்வருக்கு கள்வருண்டோ கண்டதுண்டோ சொல்லும் அம்மா, கள்வருக்கு கள்வருண்டோ கண்டதுண்டோ சொல்லும் அம்மா, கள்வர் வந்து என்னை அடித்தால் கண்ட துண்டமாக்கிடுவேன், கள்வர் வந்து என்னை அடித்தால் கண்ட துண்டமாக்கிடுவேன், போக வேண்டும் தாயே தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே, போக வேண்டும் தாயே தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே.
In this song, Sri Uttakada Venkata Kavi beautifully explains the conversation between Sri Krishna and Yashoda Mata. He says, Yashoda says, I will give you hot boiled milk, and I'll give you curd, and I'll give you all the butter you want. You don't go to graze cows and you go to school, okay? But Krishna says, I don't want any of that. I just want to go to graze cows, and I'll come back immediately. So like this, there's a conversation between Krishna and Yashoda, but somehow Krishna convinces Yashoda so that he can go and graze cows. So somehow Krishna convinced her, and every day when Krishna leaves and goes to graze the cows, he leaves like a Raja Mannat. he leaves with all his jewelry and all the gold jewelry and a gold cow grazing stick, and with all the fancy clothes, like our Thakurji here. Our Thakurji is dressed like a Raja Mannar. So Shri Krishna, every day when he goes to graze the cows, he goes like this. Our Yashoda Mata dresses up Shri Krishna like this.
Mani gometak lohita ganina, Mani gometak lohita ganina, Marakatha vala vayuja jala, Marakatha vala vayuja jala, Mani gometak lohita ganina, Harikatha vayuja jana, Makota virajita shikura manohara mudira samakar kalevara kinkini ganamaninu puradari. Makota virajita shikura manohara mudira samakar kalevara kinkini ganamaninu puradari. Rajagopala maninu puradari, Kankana kinkini ganamaninu puradari.
This is how our Uttakada Venkata Kavi beautifully describes the Raja Mannar form that is also in Mannar Gudi in Tamil Nadu. So once Krishna goes to the forest, when he meets up with all the Gopas see him and they decided to change all his clothes. They made him into a Kattu Mannar. They said, "You don't look good in all these clothes for grazing cows." And they decided to make him put simple panchakacham. And they found all the flowers and leaves in the forest and they created garlands out of that. And they put it on Krishna and said, "This looks good on you," like our Jagan Mohana. So this is how Krishna would play with the Gopas, and he would be dressed up just like the Kattu Mannar that is found near Sirgari. Now Krishna's Leelas began. So one day, Krishna and all the Gopas decided that they should do a grand feast. Every day they come to the forest and eat, but it's just normal food. But this time, Krishna decided that they should do a grand feast with all different kinds of rices. So Krishna tells all the Gopas to bring whatever their parents make the best. So he tells each Gopa, he says, "Okay, you bring this and I'll bring this, okay?" And he says each Gopa to bring whatever their parents make best. So one day they all meet up in the forest and they keep their food aside. Their food aside and they go to play. So they decide to play hide and seek. And Krishna will be the seeker. So when the Gopas go to hide, they see a big cave inside a mountain. They see a big cave in a mountain. And they've never seen that mountain there before. So they say, "Do mountains and caves really just pop out of nowhere? Is that a thing?" And they're confused because they've never seen that mountain before. And they're wondering, maybe it's not a mountain, maybe it's a snake. I don't know. And they said, they think to themselves, "Okay, we've never seen this here before." But then they say, "Okay, we found a spot to hide. We might as well just go hide in it." So when they go inside, they get an eerie feeling and they feel that something is off in this cave. But when they think this itself, Krishna notices that they had this thought, and he immediately, after he finishes counting down, he immediately notices that the Gopas are in trouble. So he goes and he goes inside, but he sees that it's not just any cave. It's not a cave at all. It's not a mountain. It's a snake, and not just any snake. It's the Rakshasa Aghasura. So when Krishna enters Aghasura's mouth, which is like the opening to the cave, he goes inside and immediately Aghasura closes his mouth. But Krishna keeps on walking in, and he finds all the Gopas have fainted because of the poisonous breath of Aghasura. Krishna then grows and grows and rips a hole in Aghasura's stomach and takes all the Gopas out. After he takes all the Gopas out, they're all fainted. So Krishna just looks at them, and with his Amrita Drishti, he cures all of them and they all get up. Now Aghasura's Jyoti is in the air, and now Krishna takes it in, which leading to Aghasura Moksham. After Aghasura Moksham, the Gopas go home after 1 year and tell their parents what happened. Usually, they go home immediately and tell their parents about the leelas that happened on that day. But this time, Shri Shuka says that they took 1 year, and Parikshit beautifully asks why they took 1 year. And Krishna and Shri Shuka describes what happened before and after the Vanabhojana. Bibrat venum jatara patayo shringavetre chakakshe vame pano mashnakavalam tatpalani angulishu tishtan madhye swaparisuhrido hasayan narma bisvehi swarge loke mishati bubuje yagyabuk balakelihi. Bibrat venum jatara patayo, with his flute between his loincloth and belly. Shringavetre chakakshe, with his horn and cane under his left armpit. Vame pano mashana kavalam tatpalani angulishu, with curd rice in his left hand and all the variety of pickles in between his fingers. Tishtan madhye swapari suhrido hasayan narma bisvaihi, seated in the center of all of the gopas and his friends, laughing and enjoying and playing. Swarge loke mishati bubuje yagyabuk balakelihi. All the devas looking down from Swarga Loka are shocked at how easily the Gopas have reached Krishna. The same Krishna that even all the sages, after doing thousands of years of penance, haven't attained by doing their yagas and their yajnas. This yajna Narayana has become Echal Narayana just for the prema of the Gopas, like Shri Guruji says. Like this, the Gopas give each other food, they take food, and Krishna takes and shares food with all the Gopas. Krishna has food in his right hand, and the Gopas, he takes a bite out of them, and then the Gopas take a bite out of Krishna's hand too. And like this, Krishna is playing and doing leelas with the Gopas. Now, after Vanabhojanam, all the Gopas realized that they couldn't hear or see the cows grazing or eating. So one Gopa decides to go and check what happened, and when he goes, he doesn't come back. Now all the Gopas go. Now all the Gopas are worried. So one by one, they keep on going, but none of them return. So now Krishna is the only one left, and he becomes really worried, and he starts crying. Where did all the Gopas go? And now Krishna thinks to himself, I am Bhagavan. What am I doing? Why am I crying here? I'm Bhagavan. So he looks inside himself, because the whole universe is inside him only. So when he looks inside himself, he sees that Brahma has taken all the Gopas and hidden them in Brahma Loka. So Brahma thinks to himself, if Krishna has done this many leelas for all the Rakshasas, what will he do if I do something like this? So Krishna says, I am Vishnu, and if you think your Maya is so great, you yourself came from me, as in Vishnu. So Brahma himself came from Vishnu. And if Brahma's Maya is so great, Krishna says, let me show you the real power of Vishnu Maya. Yavad vatsapa vatsakalpakavapur, yavad karangyadikam, yavad yashti vishana venudalashig, yavad vibhushambaram, yavad chila gunadibhave kritivayo, yavad viharadikam, sarvam vishnumayam girongavadashaha, sarvaswarupo babao. Each and every Gopa or cow that Brahma had taken and hidden in Brahma Lokam, Krishna recreated to the exact detail. He recreated the clothes of the Gopa to the exact detail. If there was a small spot under the cow's eye, Krishna would recreate it exactly like that. The color of the cow or the Gopa, the clothes that they were wearing, and even the personality. And this is beautifully described in a Madhura Geetam by our Sri Guruji.
எங்கும் கண்ணன் எதிலும் கண்ணன் எங்கும் கண்ணன் எதிலும் கண்ணன் அங்கும் கண்ணன் அதிலும் கண்ணன் அங்கும் கண்ணன் இதிலும் கண்ணன் எங்கும் கண்ணன் எதிலும் கண்ணன் அங்கும் கண்ணன் அதிலும் கண்ணன் இங்கும் கண்ணன் இதிலும் கண்ணன் நான் முகனும் அவன் நனவித செய்த சிருஷ்டியும் நான் முகனும் அவன் நானாவித சிருஷ்டியும் கண்ணன் நன்றி வேறொன்றையும் காணேனே நான் கண்ணன் நன்றி வேறொன்றையும் காணேனே நான் எங்கும் கண்ணன் எதிலும் கண்ணன் அங்கும் கண்ணன் அதிலும் கண்ணன் இங்கும் கண்ணன் இதிலும் கண்ணன் எங்கும் கண்ணன் எதிலும் கண்ணன் அங்கும் கண்ணன் அதிலும் கண்ணன் இங்கும் கண்ணன் இதிலும் கண்ணன் காண்பவனும் கண்ணன் காட்சியும் கண்ணன் காண்பவனும் கண்ணன் காட்சியும் கண்ணன் காணும் செயலும் கண்ணனே காணும் செயலும் கண்ணனே கண்ணனன்றி ஒரு பொருளை நான் கண்ணனன்றி ஒரு பொருளை நான் கண்ணனன்றி ஒரு பொருளை நான் கண்ணனன்றி ஒரு பொருளை நான் எங்கும் எப்பொழுதும் காண்பதில்லையே எங்கும் எப்பொழுதும் காண்பதில்லையே எங்கும் கண்ணன் எதிலும் கண்ணன் அங்கும் கண்ணன் அதிலும் கண்ணன் இங்கும் கண்ணன் இதிலும் கண்ணன் எங்கும் கண்ணன் எதிலும் கண்ணன் அங்கும் கண்ணன் அதிலும் கண்ணன் இங்கும் கண்ணன் இதிலும் கண்ணன்.
In this song, Sri Guruji beautifully says that everywhere he sees only Krishna. Engum Kannan, Edilum Kannan. So he says, in this I also see Krishna, and also in this I see Krishna. So, in this way, the parents of the Gopas did not feel like scolding the Gopas at all. And all the Gopas were showing extreme love to their parents too. The parents of the calves also kept on giving milk to the calves, and the calves kept on licking the parent cows. So this was all because all of the cows, all the calves and the Gopas were all Krishna in their form. So for 1 year, this kept on going on so long that even Brahma got confused if he had the real Gopas or if Krishna had already taken the real Gopas. So this and all the Gopas were messing with Brahma in Brahma Lokam. When Brahma was doing dhyanam, they went and sprayed water on him, and they did not let Saraswati and Brahma live in peace in Brahma Lokam. This is when Sri Brahma came and saw what was happening in Bhulokam. And when he came and saw, Krishna removed all of the mayam, and all Brahma could see was a small baby Krishna sucking on his finger, crying. Where did all the Gopas go? And this is when Brahma realized how big of a mistake he had done. And Brahma immediately came down and he said, Jnane prayasa mudapasya namanta eva jivanti sanmukaritam bhavati avartam stane stitaha stutigatam tanuvang manobhihi ye prayaso ajita jito apyasitraistrilokyam. Sri Brahma beautifully says that now that Krishna Avataram has happened, there is no need for anyone to take an extra effort to attain jnana. If you just do smaranam of Bhagavan, and if you think about him again and again, if you sing about him, then jnana and vairagya will automatically come to you. Sri Guruji beautifully says that when Sri Meera Mata was reciting Bhagavatam, and when she reached this shloka, she sang this song.
ज्ञान ध्यान की घट दीपांत कर ज्ञान ध्यान जानकी गटदी बांध कर हरिजन संग में लागूंगी हरिजन संग में लागूंगी हरिजन संग में लागूंगी हरिजन संग में लागूंगी मैं प्रभु गुण गावत नाचूंगी हरि गुण गावत नाचूंगी मैं प्रभु गुण गावत नाचूंगी.
This song, Shri Guruji says that this song came when Shri Meera Mata was reciting the whole Bhagavatam, and when she came across this shloka, this same song where it said, there's no need for any other effort to attain jnana. And while we have Krishna Nama, there's no need for any other effort to attain jnana. As when you chant Krishna Nama, jnana and vairagya will automatically come to you. This Jnane Prayasa shloka came from Brahma Stuti. And even after saying the Stuti, Krishna was not pleased with Brahma. Even when Indra was pouring down rain and hail on top of all the bhaktas and Krishna in Vrindavan, Krishna, when Indra came and realized his mistake, Krishna still forgave him. But now, Krishna did not forgive Brahma, even after he said Brahma Stuti. Because when Indra was pouring down rain, it united the bhaktas and Bhagavan. But here, Brahma separated the bhaktas and Sri Krishna, which he separated the bhaktas and Bhagavan. This shows that Bhagavan is pleased only when all the bhaktas are gathered around him and are singing his kirtan, and is not pleased when we are separated and in different places. So Krishna is happy when we are doing what we are doing here. With this note, I will conclude this Harikatha. Thank you for this opportunity to present this Harikatha on the topic of Vanabhojanam in front of all the bhaktas gathered here. And let us continue with all this satsang in our life. Radhe Radhe. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रिये वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यत् सकलं परस्मै श्रीमन्नारायणायेति समर्पयामि बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वम् अरोगता जाट्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत् गोपिका जीवनस्मरणं गोविन्दा गोविन्दा सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय.